my book, the greatest race I've ever seen.
ZENYATTA coming flying in the grandstand side. Gino Conti on the inside. Summerbird is right there. This is unbelievable. ZENYATTA. What a performance. One will never forget. Looked impossible.
Oh my gosh, that was really something to be a part of. You know, people jumping up and down and hugging and kissing each other that didn't even know each other.
You cannot have a more impressive performance. And guys, let's factor everything that went into it. A delay at the gate, a horse being scratched, reluctant loading, not a picture-perfect pace scenario, weaving our way through traffic. That's why we're in this game, guys, to see things like that. And it's one of the greatest moments I've ever seen in racing.
I believe that this would probably have been ZENYATTA's last race.
We had no idea. So we're all four of us were just sitting there, and he came out with it.
I just felt that at this point she did everything we asked her to do, and how could I ask her to do anything else? John has done a beautiful job bringing her along, and I think she's given what she has in a race like this, and I think she deserves now to go out with her record intact. That's what I think.
I was shocked. I think we were all just a little bit stunned.
I was surprised, obviously, but you know, she just won the Breeders' Cup. She was turning 6, and as Jerry said, you know, have what bigger, higher note to go out on. I just accepted it at that moment.
It was sad, but it was also, you were happy to see a champion let that go out on her own, healthy.
All horses, especially good horses, like Charlie Whittingham said, they only have so many good races in them.
The terrible, wonderful responsibility of owning a racehorse like ZENYATTA was born into the new year by Jerry Moss. If she was retired, no one could blame him. There were fabulous foals to be made. Still, the thought of one last grand campaign was tempting beyond words.
Well, every time I'd ask Donnie, well, who's she going to? You know, meaning breeding-wise, you know. I haven't figured it out yet. You know, it's cold in Kentucky. Okay, all right.
I kept putting it off. I said, oh, Jerry, it's too cold in Kentucky. Oh, Jerry, it's freezing in Kentucky.
She was in such magnificent shape.
We kept going to the barn, and she was, you know, and so finally we talked among ourselves and decided to ask John if he thought she could run another year, if he really thought she had what it took to you know, a year in racing, that's a lot. That's a big deal, you know. And he says, yeah, I think she can do it. I said, all right, let's do it certainly before the Eclipse Awards, because whatever happens at the Eclipse Awards for 2009, I didn't want that to look like the reason we were making a decision.
We never really found the bottom to her. I mean, she always had something left.
She was just starting to get good. She really was. She was just starting to get really good.
I said to Ann, this horse is doing fabulous, you know. I said, and she said, why no? I mean, should we be retiring her? And I said, I don't think so.
Most horses, they hit that certain peak, and then that's it. They can't do anymore. But she always had something left.
Jerry Moss, Jerry Daily Racing Form has now made it official, and at least you've made it official. ZENYATTA, we will see her back in 2010.
That's correct.
The announcement that ZENYATTA would race into her 6-year-old season had been made 2 days prior to the 2009 Eclipse Awards, where she would once again claim the prize for champion older female.
And the winner is my favorite horse of all, ZENYATTA.
Before we hear from Jerry, we have a special guest on the video who'd like to make a few remarks.
Jerry and Annie, this is Sting. I remember years and years ago when I was the favorite in your stable at A&M Records. You took Judy and I to Santa Anita Racecourse. And he turned to me and said, you know, if I ever give up the record industry, I'm going to go into this business. Own some horses. And I looked at you like, he was out of his mind. Years pass. You have one of the greatest horses of all time, named after one of my records. Another horse was named after my son, Giacomo. I'm thrilled to have a stake in this. I love it when you win. You're the greatest guys. I adore you both. ZENYATTA, fantastic.
The fans and family of ZENYATTA settled in for the 2010 season.
Here she is, ZENYATTA, getting a huge ovation from the fans, and ZENYATTA reacting to the applause as she typically does. She's just got such a magnetic personality. There's something about her, just a real personality to her. Now she's doing her strutting act. And again, this is part of what's made her so popular with the fans.
She came up with that on her own. John always had her do a lot of yoga as well, so she was used to that stretching out. But that's part of her. She's completely unique, I think. It's kind of who she is, and of course she would dance.
ZENYATTA responded with a series of performances that had the crowd screaming with delight.
As usual, ZENYATTA was a little flat-footed, lost a length or two, and she's going to be taken to the back of the pack. And let's see, ZENYATTA is still last as they come to the quarter pole now. She's got 8 lengths to make up. And Mike Smith's starting to get ZENYATTA into it now. She's pricking her ears, looking for someone to run. Where is ZENYATTA gonna go? She's got nowhere to go. She's gonna sneak down onto the rail now. They come to home, dance to my tune. ZENYATTA now is looking at the way. ZENYATTA is brilliant. You can
If you could sum her up in one word, what would it be?
Perfection.
They're in the gate, and they're off in the Apple Blossom Invitational. And Be Fair quickly wants to strike out there for the lead. Tam alongside for a second. Just Jen into the middle and third, followed out there by War Echo. And ZENYATTA is about 6 lengths off the pace as they come by the grandstand for the first time. And 2 lengths back, here she comes. Is it a bird? Is it a play? No, it's ZENYATTA. 3/4, 112 and 3. Here they come into the stretch of the Apple Blossom Invitational. And ZENYATTA flies to the lead in the middle of the track. He takes command. To the inside, Be Fair is still there second with 10 Tap Tam. But it is ZENYATTA leading away. Tap Tam is second. Be Fair running third. They're going home under a hand ride. It is Mike Smith and ZENYATTA in a triumphant return to Oakland. She wins the Apple Blossom Invitational by 3.5. Tap Tam second. Be Fair third.
The winner of the Grade 1 Apple Blossom goes to ZENYATTA. She's 16 for 16. She's now joined Citation, Hello Dreams, Cigar.
We just couldn't wait to bring her back here. The fans have been so great. It's just been a great trip.
They're off. Willow Way wins the break and goes for the front. Miss Silverbrook is very hard sent through from the inside. Cherry Blossom just ran up into second. Sardana is away fourth. St. Trinian's breaks fifth. And ZENYATTA's at the back of the pack early. Right now she's about 10 lengths behind dueling front runners to the backstretch, and they're setting a good, solid pace. 3 furlongs to run in the vanity. Miss Silverbrook and Cherry Blossom Miss. St. Trinian's making her move. She's outside of Zardana. Zardana's a length and a half from the front. St. Trinian's is going to be 4 wide. Meanwhile, Mike Smith is watching it all unfold, and ZENYATTA is only 2 lengths behind, and she is after St. Trinian's, who comes calling for the lead. Zardana just in front. St. Trinian's has now taken the lead. She's a length and a half in front of ZENYATTA coming to the 16th pole. St. Trinian's all out. ZENYATTA trying to run her down on the money. St. Trinian's still a neck in front. Here's ZENYATTA. Yes! Stamp this day in your minds and hearts. The Queen continues her legend 17 in a row.
She always gives you a thrill, doesn't she?
She does. She took us for a little bit of a ride. Congratulations, Mrs. Moss.
So happy for her and for all her fans. I mean, it just makes you feel with joy.
It had us filled with a lot of other things coming into the stretch. We were a little unsure that she was going to get there.
In front, here's ZENYATTA. Yes! Scoring her 17th consecutive victory without defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, ZENYATTA.
And John Sheriff would just like to say a few words of appreciation to you, our great fans, for coming out and supporting ZENYATTA.
I just want to say hello to everybody and thank all the ZENYATTA fans that came here to watch her today. And I know a lot of you came from a long distance. And I want you to know that we really appreciate your support. That means so much to the barn and ZENYATTA. So thanks for coming out, and I hope you had a great day.
Track announcer Trevor Denman might have said it best. If you had to write a script about the best kind of horse in a Hollywood movie, it'd be a horse with ZENYATTA's running style.
Field sent on their way, and ZENYATTA broke beautifully. She's not in any hurry though. She's obviously going to drop towards the rear, but she came out very smoothly. And now here's ZENYATTA. Let's see, Mike Smith asking her to go. ZENYATTA is starting to pick them off. She's going to have to go 4 horses wide at the top of the lane. But ZENYATTA, she's still just got her ears pricked. She's going to strike the front earlier than usual today. Homeward bound in the Clement Hirsch. Mike Smith says, let's put on another exhibition. ZENYATTA is still cocked. She's in front. A huge run from Interval along the inside. ZENYATTA now fully stretched. Interval there. But ZENYATTA will keep her unbeaten record in another scintillating display. She doesn't win by far, but it's the way she wins. Gives you goosebumps. ZENYATTA wins it. And ladies and gentlemen, now returning for the winner's circle for the 18th time, and still unbeaten. Undoubtedly the greatest horse on the planet, and one of the greatest we've ever seen, ZENYATTA.
I'm with Jerry and Ann Moss, the owners of the unbeaten legend ZENYATTA. She's done it again. First of all, I speak for everybody. Thank you so much for bringing her back and letting us enjoy her in racing. What are your feelings and thoughts right now?
Well, she brings joy, and isn't that the best? She has wings on her feet.
She's safe, she's back, she won. We're thrilled.
Audiences were left limp and wanting more. ZENYATTA obliged with one final appearance before her hometown fans, then prepared for another date with destiny.
Jockey Mike Smith just got a loud ovation as he came out in the walking ring here for the Ladies' Secret. ZENYATTA attempting to tie Pepper's Pride with her 19th straight win. That is the record. Just going to get the call for riders up for the Grade 1 Ladies' Secret. ZENYATTA shoots for her 19th straight win. Nope, straight Auga Park.
They're off. Good start. Moon de French broke best and goes for the front, switches at the rail, and Emmy Darling is 3 deep. These 3 show speed. Satan's Quick Chick away in 4th. ZENYATTA broke well, and she's 5th and last early, and right now about 8 lengths behind Moon de French as they turn into the backstretch. And ZENYATTA is closer now. She's still 5th and last, but Mike Smith has her placed only 5 lengths behind with 3 furlongs to run. Moon de French tries to get away around the far turn. She's 2 lengths lengths in front of Switch, who has taken over second. Zenyatta has just passed 2. She's up to third now and only 2.5 lengths from the lead, and here she comes. Switch is going to take over the lead from Moon to French. Zenyatta still has 2 lengths to make up and only a final furlong to do it. She's going to have to fly again. Switch has the lead of 16th out. Zenyatta with giant strides trying to get her. Here she comes. She's done it again. Zenyatta. 19 for 19. 8 here at Hollywood Park. Just another perfect day for the Queen. Zenyatta.
Mr. Moss, hearing these cheers, does it just make you feel alive, the joy that she brings everyone?
Unbelievable, you know. Well, it's believable. I'm here, so it's believable, but, you know, she keeps doing it. I can't explain it.
On to Kentucky?
Oh, yeah.
All right, congratulations. She about gave me a heart attack, my heart pounding out of my chest. How must it feel for you?
You know, my heart hasn't stopped beating yet.
You have seen a moment that will not be forgotten 10 days from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now. It will go down as one of the greatest moments in racing history. Zenyatta, 19 for 19. Penny Cheddar, the owner of Secretariat, who is here today to watch Zenyatta, and even she was awed by what she saw in the paddock today. And even more impressive is what took place on the racetrack.
I mean, that was such an honor, as it was, to have Penny Chenery giving us the award. During the ceremony, she took my hand and she said, I have the boy and you have the girl. And I was like, wow, you know, that was such an honor. And
It's
that
the
always
owner
gave
of
me-
Secretariat, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty special, huh?
That's Secretariat there.
After 19 starts and 19 wins, Zenyatta was breathing rare air. Only the New Mexico mayor Pepper's Pride could boast a similar record, but at no point did anyone confuse the two. Zenyatta was in a league of her own.
To me, she was almost like person, you know. Take a picture. Take a picture. That's what you came for.
She stood there like a champ that she is and posed for every picture.
She was just a ham about it all. She loved the people, loved the attention.
She brought so many people to our sport.
We got like 200 people every day. She was really good with the people.
This one lady was suffering from cancer, and she passed away, but she loved Zenyatta. I mean, wanted her and Zenyatta to have that one last connection somehow. So I thought maybe if I put her name on Zenyatta's brow band, you know, that would be of some comfort to the people that loved her, and that.
I tried really to read some of these. It's a hanky each. It says, happy birthday, my queen. You're everything to me. You're the most important thing to me. You are my hero. I absolutely adore you and horse racing. You really drew me into horse racing, and now I want to be a trainer, owner, and breeder. I love you with all my heart. On my phone, I have 2,352 pictures of you. There used to be 6,000, but my mother made me delete some. Anyway, they go on, and it's just so full of love.
In the end, there would be no easy exit for Zenyatta. No softball finale to put the icing on her magnificent career. Instead, she would be asked to take her game on the road, confront an unfamiliar racing surface, and run for the first time under the lights, all in the name of winning another Breeders' Cup Classic. If you had asked, and Zenyatta had answered, she wouldn't have had it any other way.
It fills in her ears there.
Well, it's the biggest thrill I've had in my life, in a way, you know. I mean, we've had some big thrills. We're very lucky people. We've had great music to live and grow up with, and she's now in the music of her life.
Well, as far as this being her last race, you know, it's something that we really don't think about because that would be too hard to think about, really. You know, we've been with her for so long, and she's been such a big part of our stable, I think. So that's something that we know is coming, but it's not something we, you know, think about.
If Churchill Downs is racing's cathedral, then the Twin Spires are a set of steeples calling out to the masses to come and take in the glory
The
of
final
the great
race now
ones.
before she retires.
They have arrived by the thousands from all over the world. Many from Southern California, clad in the colors of their queen. ZENYATTA, the magnificent mare, the horse who has never lost, the horse who everyone is targeting. Today, she is on her quest for perfection. Jockey Mike Smith looks on and patiently awaits his partner. 19-0 is ZENYATTA, and what a special relationship jockey and horse have. Looks up to the heavens, says a prayer before he goes out each and every time with her.
What does it mean to you to see the reaction as we're walking by here? There's people cheering. I mean, we're halfway around the clubhouse turn and they're already starting to cheer for her.
You know, that's been the reaction everywhere she's run. So, you know, it just shows how much the fans really enjoy her. All I have to do now is put the saddle on. Good luck, John.
So she has arrived, ready to be saddled in the paddock. Here comes Mike Smith. Already a Hall of Famer, the regular rider for ZENYATTA since April 2008. John Sheriffs stands by the trainer, ready to saddle her. Call to the post. Here we go.